Author's point of view. Stop, stop. Drop me here. I will go by my own self from here. Ryan said to her husband when they reached near the company. You are quite dedicated to be my secret wife, Mrs. Kim. Taehyung said in sweet voice, but sarcasm was dripping from his voice. If I remember quite clearly, it was my husband who told me it would be good to hide our relationship at office and stay professional at the work, Ryan said while rolling her eyes on Taehyung's behavior. These words make Taehyung regret his decision million times again. I said this that time because I thought everyone will say you got your position because your husband is CEO of the company. They will have looked down on you. But now you have already proved your capabilities enough to show everyone you are here not because you are my wife but because you have caliber to be here. So I think if we announce our marriage now, stop. I am quite happy how we are. I really want to thank you for that decision you took a year before because I think I can't stand being a female boss of the company all of a sudden. Everyone who are close to me will either avoid me or will be scared of me by this announcement. And I can't stand that, Ryan said with a depressed voice. She liked being a normal employee of the company to contribute her time and effort. She is not power hungry person so she could just skip being a female owner of the company for time being. I am that bad for you? Taehyung asked with disbelief expression on his face. No, my love, you are not bad. In fact, you are way too perfect. So when everyone will come to know what I am to you, they will try to get close to you by using me. And I don't want to be a tool for someone. This moment, if anyone likes me or respect me, is because they think I am good person and I am worthy of their respect. But when you will announce your marriage, then they will still do respect me, but not from the heart, but because I am Mrs. Kim. And I don't want that thing. Ryan explained like she was explaining a toddler, not a CEO of one of the most topmost company in Korea. Still, there will be the time when everyone will know about us. Then why not let them know today? Taehyung insists. Well, when that time came, we will see at that time. For now, we are good. Ryan opened the seat belt and got out from car. Okay, bye. See you at the office, Mr. Kim. Ryan said playfully and walked away while leaving depressed Taehyung behind. Taehyung also started his car and head towards the company. Wyan untangled herself from Taehyung and walked out from his office. Wyan walked inside her cabin and ordered food for Taehyung. While waiting for his food, she started doing her rest of work. After a while, she heard the knock on the door, and soon a red-haired girl walked inside. Why, Anne? Why are you still doing your work? It's already lunchtime. Come, let's go. Gina said as she saw Anne reading a file. I know it's lunchtime. I am waiting for Mr. Kim's food delivery. After I give him his lunch, then we can go to have ours. Is that okay? Completely okay with me, but it's your job to take care of Mr. Kim and his necessities, since you are not only just his PA, but wife also. It makes your responsibility double. Gina said the last word with teasing smile. Why unroll her eyes on her words. I really regret telling you about our relationship. Ryan said and Gina replied, Hello, you didn't tell me anything. It was my own detective self who finds something suspicious about you too. Sometimes I really feel our employees are dumb. Like they never notice any interaction between you and CEO. Especially how protective and defensive CEO gets when it is something related to you. They didn't find because they are not as free as you to poke their nose in everyone's life. Ryan said, making Gina pout, whatever, but I still found their conversation was cut by the sound knocking on the door. I think food is here, Ryan said and walked towards the door, and indeed it was one of the office boy with food parcel. Miss Lynn, the delivery boy gave this parcel for you. Thanks. Ryan said and took the parcel. I will go and give this to Mr. Kim and meet you near elevator. Ryan said and walked out. Time skipped that evening. Ryan looked at the clock, saw 5:30 p.m. She was done with her work. Ding. Her phone beeped. She took her phone and saw, Wait for me at the parking lot. Ryan rolled her eyes sometimes. Taehyung can be more childish than a toddler. Okay, I will be there in 10 minutes. Ryan replied and started wrapping her things and took her handbag and laptop. She pressed the elevator zero button to go directly at the parking lot. As she walked out from the elevator, she didn't find Taehyung, so she started waiting for him. And after a while, she heard footsteps. She turned around only to find one of her coworkers, Mark. She put a polite smile on her face and said, Hey Mark, got quite late today. Ryan asked. Yeah, actually, I was waiting for you. I went on your floor, but I saw you going inside the elevator. Oh, why why you want to meet me? Do you need anything? Actually, I want to ask you, are you free this weekend? Mark said, and light blush spread all over his face. Why and didn't got his hint and asked in confusion. Why? I got the movie tickets of new blockbuster movie. Will you come along with me to watch it out? Now, Ryan got the message that he was asking her out. She immediately replied, Mark, I think you misunderstood something. Actually, I'm already. I never knew my PA is famous. She even got asked by my employees. Ryan's words were cut off by Taehyung's icy cold voice. His voice make atmosphere ice cold. Good evening, sir. Mark said try to make atmosphere little normal, but Taehyung's jealousy already burned his all senses. All he was thinking, how could this man propose his wife in front of him? He wanted to give him a good beating, but even thinking about it, he ignored him and walked towards his wife. Miss Lin, he asked you out. How do you feel about it? Taehyung asked sarcastically. Ryan was dumbfounded by Taehyung's words. She knew he was angry, but still, can't he be a little reasonable? She was also shocked by this sudden event. Wait, I remember something about Miss Lin. Taeyong sat and walked behind her. Isn't Miss Lin already married? And if I remember correctly, I am the person with whom Miss Lin is married off. Taeyong sat and wrapped her both arms around Y to declare his territory. Mark was shocked by Taehyung's words and couldn't form a sentence. Y was saw his pale complexion and said with embarrassment, Mark, I'm sorry. If you have any misunderstanding about me, I will I treat you as a friend and you see I have already someone in my life. It was my mistake to not clear if I am married or not. Since you knew I got it I got it. You don't have to explain. I will go now. Mark got Ryan off in the middle and left hurriedly. He was not a fool. He saw how much angry CEO looked. If he had waited any longer, then he was not sure if he would be able to go back to his home or not. He was really shocked to know that YN was actually married to their CEO. They knew their CEO got married last year, but it never crossed his mind YN could be that girl. He was grateful he was still walking even after asking Lady Boss out. So, Mrs. Kim, don't you think you need to give me an explanation? Taeyong said, making YN blink her eyes in confusion. She looked lost. She didn't know what kind of explanation Taeyong wanted. It was not like she knew Mark had some sort of feeling for her. So what can she say? But since Taeyong was angry, so she have to say something to ease his mood. I know I was at fault. I should have told everyone that I am married, so nobody have these kind of thoughts about me. Please forgive me this time. I will announce this the first thing tomorrow. Ryan said with a soft voice. She didn't know how he's going to react on his words. There's no need for that. Tomorrow I will announce this myself and you can't disagree with it. Taehyung said make Gwen sigh in depression. She should have known this is coming. Taehyung only need a reason to announce their relationship. Now this gave him perfect opportunity. Don't make that face. You will still have your punishment once we reach the home. Taehyung said.